for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neil Rule. We got Sean Belizian in for DMAC. What's up, friend? What's
How you
up,
doing,
pal?
buddy?
Oh, I'm
You ready
good.
to look at the schedule? Let's go.
We will get a fill.
Jokes, kids.
No, it's not joke.
I know it's not. That's the best part.
There is no joking matter. It is a nickel package Friday. We have a lot of NFL schedule nickel package material. Sean is here. Chase is in the sound booth. What's good, Chase?
What's good? How's it going this morning, fellas?
He's got the Dale Earnhardt 3 hat, so you know that he's about business. He's about ready to do it. A little Bourbon Friday as well. Spencer Raxter in the building.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Nothing. What's up with you?
You were doing the Red Wings pod before.
Yeah, it was fun. Woodward Wings. We were knocking that out. It's got me a little scrambling right now to fix everything or put everything in place for the show.
You guys do a good job. Seriously, if
It's
you're a
fun.
hockey fan, listen. I think they're being realistic to a point. I'm joking, Spenny. I'm joking. No,
They're
really-
fine kids.
No,
They're fine kids having
enjoyed,
a good time.
I enjoyed listening to it. You know, they did it before we came on, and I enjoyed listening to it because you know me. Man, you have my druthers. I'll sit there and talk about the greatest game on earth all day, every day.
It was
by
a lot
the
of
way-
fun. Shout out to Justin and Flannel. I think we got a good episode. It's going to get posted tomorrow morning, so make sure you keep your eyes out. We're talking about the Worlds, everybody going on. Marco
Worlds.
Kasper playing well, Nygaard playing well, a couple of Red Wings, obviously Mo Seider, the captain for the Germany team. And then we broke down some possible roster moves for the Red Wings to try to put them in the playoffs next year.
Offer sheet. I'm sorry. Gosh, I had
Gotta
something in my
fork it
throat.
out. Listen, Chrissy,
Oh my gosh.
no holding that bag. You got a salary cap. You better
I
fork
had
out that
something in my
cash.
throat. I had to get that offer sheet. Oh my gosh, there it is again.
We'll definitely get there. Yes, I have a Tigers jersey on.
Not just
The Tigers
jersey.
jersey. Oh!
Confess. Confess. You love him. You do.
You like Javi Baez,
You love him.
don't you, Neil?
All right. So, the body issue.
I knew Sean was gonna fucking die when he saw this.
I love your stupid fade in. It's the best fucking thing.
Dante 151. Get into the chat. That's my favorite one. I do, as a matter of fact. Yes. Chuck Brewer. And jump into the chat, by the way. If you want to skip the line, get into the Woodward Sports chat thread. Use the super chat. We'll get in there. We'll get to them right away. Mike Willett, El Mago is back. Chuck Brewer, anyone want to bet Baez starts in a slump tonight and it's all on Neil? No.
No.
I cannot affect Javi Baez. Common sense, math, none of it.
Nope.
Nothing can stop this
Don't
baseball
work.
team.
Don't work.
It does not work at all. No, it's interesting because it is a lot of fun, and a fan of the show actually sent me this.
That's so cool.
It is, and it is pretty funny. And look, I'll do it. I'll wear it. He's playing well.
Absolutely.
He's
he is.
helping the team win. He's not historically the worst player in the history of baseball this year. He was last year,
He was last year.
but he's not this year.
He's not this year.
Is it overall still one of the worst contracts, numbers by numbers? Yes, it is.
Pretty bad.
But I'll take the 30 games, and it helped them now. It helped them win games now.
Yep.
There's 06 vibes to this, as we've talked about. John Epping Lord, that is so beautiful. Two birds, both stone, beautiful. He is back.
Do it, Spenny. No, Neil, seriously, for people out there, the '06 vibes are real because, like, I'm not joking. My kid got off work and he wanted to come, watch the rest of the game with me, which was pretty cool and everything. And so he's flying back from Comerica Park. And when Javi hit that home run the other day, it really was one of those seminal moments. Like, you started to think about, some of the big walk-offs. And 2006 was the magic hit. It really was. 2006 was the magic hit. It seemed like once a week there was, a walk-off homer, a walk-off double, a single, whatever the case may be. And I couldn't help but think, tell me if you remember, Pudge Rodriguez off of Fausto Carmona. Do you remember that one? Like on a beautiful Saturday night, and as soon as Fausto Carmona threw the pitch, I kid you not, he put his hands on his head as if to say, "Oh fuck, what did I just do?" And Pudge deposited deep into the night.
Hell yeah!
How cool is it? There's something about baseball that I'm not sure any other sport has this. I'm serious. Maybe a buzzer beater, you can say. You literally jump out of your seat.
Right.
Like I caught my son and I, like literally lounging on the couch. And Javi, you knew it off the crack of the bat, and all of a sudden we're jumping up and down like we're two 11-year-olds. Man, that's there. You can't put a price tag on that, and Javi's provided this year. I mean, give him his flowers for it, man.
Woodward Sports chat thread, jump into there, get your thoughts out there. Sandy Dorton, you look good in that jersey, Neil. Well, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it. The Dr. Mario, Neil, do you mean he's actually earning his money this year? And we went through this. His contract-wise, he's making roughly the same as Bobby Witt, roughly the same as Freddie Freeman, roughly the same as Bryce Harper. Like, is he in that space? No, he is not. But he's not a negative. And people told me that. They're like, well, Neil, you just need to accept it. So, okay, I accept it. Arf, Neil just said common sense stats. I can't stop them. Why don't you like the Tigers, Neil? LOL. The 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters in a game where the Tigers were minus 245 favorites that Tarek Skubal didn't even pitch well in.
Yep. Well, didn't have his best stuff.
Didn't have his best stuff. Well, right.
He still
didn't
struck
pitch
out
well.
11.
Right, but didn't pitch well for him.
Yeah.
They still won, and I never felt like they weren't going to win the entire time. The 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters in that game, what was it? Sweeney, Baez,
and Baddoo.
Akil Baddoo. And I never for a second didn't think they were going to win. And that 6, 7, 8, 9 that I just talked about had 3 RBIs in the game.
It's things, they're living right. There's no doubt about it. They're living right. It's fun. You hope it continues. If you haven't been to a game in Toronto, it's pretty cool. There's
Yes.
a vibe there. It's like
There's
going to
be a ton of Tigers fans out there.
Yeah, and that's what makes it cool. It's cool, and that's kind of like when the Jays come here. There are a lot of fans over in Windsor that are Jays fans, and there's a different vibe there. It's a cool place to see a game. I mean, the stadium sucks. I'm not going to lie to you, but the vibe around the stadium. I don't know if you boys have ever been there. It's a really cool atmosphere. There's so much going on in that area as you walk into Skydome.
Burn in the super chat. Javi showed true leadership going 0 for 4, so Riley, Torque, and Justin Henry Malloy could be the heroes.
It's true.
Such a humble all-star center fielder. Shelby Rice, I'm going to the game in Toronto tonight.
Oh, you'll love it. If you haven't been, you'll love it. It's a cool place.
I am sad that I couldn't go because what a night it could line up to be. Could you imagine me, Sean, at Rogers Center, about 5 deep, in the stands, keeping an eye on the Maple Leafs game, and they're down 4-0, and the Tigers are beating Toronto, and I'm in a Javi Baez City Connect jersey? Could you imagine?
A team that has won two playoff series in 21 years. It's mind-boggling to me, and people are surprised we're at this moment that we're at. You saw it coming a million miles away. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, cool vibe. Spenny, seriously, go to. Is it called Rogers Center still? I don't even know.
I think so.
Go there. If you haven't been there, go there. It's a cool weekend, man.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
There are a lot of watering holes near there too.
Ooh.
Yes,
Just
there
to
absolutely
give
is.
you a heads up.
It is a lot of fun. No, but we are doing the nickel package Friday, the usual bits. We got them lined up for you. Heavy schedule nickel packages. They said it couldn't be done. I said it could be. So we have a Lion schedule nickel package.
All right.
We have an NFL schedule nickel package.
Sure enough.
We have an NFL schedule business nickel
Hey,
package.
Leroy.
Who's the master?
Who is the master?
I am. And the NFL said, I am.
They showed us again, didn't they?
They absolutely.
Our world, can I speak for it? My world stopped at about 7:55. Like, I paused everything. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
My world stopped, and I was on Twitter, and then all of a sudden, the first one that came up was the MNF schedule. And it was like, oh.
Yes.
And you felt that little quiver down in your nether region. And then you started to see all the schedule drops. Why would we get excited about it? The NFL wins, man. The NFL wins. Why on earth would we get excited about a schedule release? And then you have to watch all the dumb little pre-produced things that they do. It's a beautiful thing. The NFL wins and wins and wins.
Soccer night in Detroit. How about a nickel package on Toronto playoff failures? We could do a dime package on that one. It's gonna happen tonight, isn't it, Sean?
Oh, you just.
It's gonna happen.
Where would you like me to start? I've got some very personal favorites. Okay, true story. I don't know if you know this. No, very quickly.
All right, 30
Spenny,
seconds.
you might appreciate this. I had a guy call me in 2021 from Toronto when they were up 3-1 on the Habs in the first round and asked me to come on his radio show. And you probably know the guy. And I literally
Yes.
told him, like, fuck you, I'm not doing that. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? So before Game 7, back in Toronto, I called him and I said, hey, do you want me to come on the show? Stop it, you know what's going to happen tonight. I said, yes, I do know what's going to happen tonight. Leafs going Leafs is one of my favorite things in the world.
It's inevitable.
It is. It's just, and you would think that their fan base would learn to shut up. Just shut. They can't.
They
It is
can't.
impossible. They can't.
TV networks, can I ask a favor of you? Can you give me the shot of, what do they call it? The plaza, the Leaf District, whatever it is.
Love it so much.
Can I get the shots of it, please?
I need it.
Do your job. TNT robbed us all last year because the game ended, they just cut away, and they were like, hey, that never happened. Here, look over here. Like, that's what they did.
Throwing jerseys on the ice. Austin Matthews' jersey flying on the ice. Like, that's it. Come on. It's beautiful. You can't make that shit up.
AC, does he catch bullets with his teeth? The NFL can catch
They
bullets
do.
with their teeth.
There's no doubt about it.
They absolutely
Yeah.
can. All right, let's take the first break. I'm going to attempt, and I'm going to fail. Oh, shout out Varchaz, by the way. It's Bourbon Friday. You guys know how they do it. They do a great job. And it's just good bourbon, man. It's good bourbon to sit around and kick around.
And
So
we're trying to get Joseph KG on, the guy
Yeah.
who sent you of Top Fence. It's not working right now. We could plan better and get him on Monday.
Okay,
Probably
I'll reach
what we
out
should
to him.
do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something's going wrong right now.
We're going to have the fan that sent me the Javi jersey on.
Yeah.
So
That's so cool.
we'll do it Monday.
Props
then
to
if we
him,
can.
man.
Yeah,
Seriously, props
Joseph
to him.
KG. So we're gonna have him on. We're efforting to get him on, and it's a great bit. Dante 151, top 5 Toronto sports fails. I need it. Maybe we can. Shelby Rice, Maple Leaf Square. Maple Leaf Square. Absolutely. Tell them about Les Stanford.
I will tell them about Les Stanford, because if you're looking to get a new car, Les Stanford should be your first choice. You can get a 2025 Envision Preferred all-wheel drive for only $259 per month, or the Hummer EV SUV for only $699 per month. Don't forget about the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation for only $169 per month. Get into Les Stanford today, and they can get you into a great car. Scan that QR code on the screen. Les Stanford Buick GMC, lesstanford.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
This guy's got a hot girl.
bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
To the Massage Chair House, we appreciate them for dropping off their Pharaoh edition. It is quite literally the best thing that has ever happened to Woodward Sports. So if you want that same kind of situation in your own home, scan the QR code there to check out their massive inventory, the largest massage chair showroom in Michigan. It's the Massage Chair House. I love that thing. If I had a wife, I would leave her for that chair.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, we're off and running here. Nico Package Friday. Neil Rule, Sean Belizean, Chase, Spencer, Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread as well. Real quick, Woodward Sports chat. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Jump in there. We should probably cross 82,000 subs by the end of the weekend, I would imagine. This one's pretty good. Stephen Baffy. I never had an issue with Vikings fans for the most part. I have. In my humble opinion, they are the only NFC North team I can respect besides my Lions. I don't. Is that cleared up now?
No,
I fucking
something
hate the
happened
Vikings.
last
Yeah,
year.
they fucked up.
No, that you said it perfectly. They fucked up.
They fucked up.
You know what?
It used to be like
honestly,
that.
I always kind of felt sorry for Viking fans and kind of felt like a kinship because we were the redheaded stepchildren of this division, whether we want to admit it or not. And especially for the Vikings, like the longtime Viking fans, I mean, you lost 4 Super Bowls, man. And now I don't feel sorry for them. If you take your medicine, that's okay, but none of them have taken their medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, none of them have taken their medicine.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff that bothers me.
Steve DeYoung, Neil Rule, happy Bourbon Friday. Salute, salute. We are definitely doing it. Steve-O, baby, Neil, get ready for more storms tonight around 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, that was tough waking up to that. And I'm looking around waiting for something that like a tree branch blows down or something like that. Now, luckily,
I'm surprised the power grid in Centerline fucking withstood that. We lose power if somebody blows too hard in one direction. Like, I'm surprised they made it through. It was awesome.
You turn the massage chair
I
up
slept
too
like
high.
a baby.
Power goes out in center line.
I rolled up a fat joint of the Mad Pack's ice cream cake, and I had a crazy dream. I can explain it later. It was nuts.
Dude, the puppy that we have, like, didn't know what was going on, so he was cool.
Yeah.
The 10-year-old literally
Freaking out.
slept here. I'm not joking. Like, literally put his body sideways at my neck.
Yeah.
And was shaking. So it was
Aw.
like, sleep ain't coming tonight.
No.
It's going to be one of those nights.
And,
So,
that's
yeah,
what it was.
brutal.
Expert Swami, F all of them. I agree with you, my
Facts.
salute to you as a matter of
Amen
fact.
to that. Jeez.
Let me see here. Motor City Patriot. The flagship mentioned trading Larks to Toronto for Matthews. I laughed. Here we go.
No, time out.
I mean, Toronto would laugh.
Somebody said that?
That's according to in the chat. Disingenuous, man. Like, whatever. All right.
Let's trade Isaiah Stewart to the Bucks for Giannis.
Straight up.
Yeah.
You be the GM.
Yeah.
Yager for Drapes and Dandenong.
Yep. Yeah, what was it?
Why not?
Lindsey Hunter and Terry
Yeah,
Mills
there
for
you go.
Shaq.
That's it.
There you go.
Or David Robinson.
Who says no? Who says no?
Yeah.
What a great bit. All right.
shit.
Speaking of bits, Nickel Package Friday. Let's do it. Lions schedule Nickel Package. We're not dicking around here. We're getting all the way in. Burn real quick in the super chat. Vikings fans are the Toronto fans of the NFL. They're always getting ready to start. Well, the Lions back to the basement. The real champs are here. No, I agree.
I
All
think
right.
Cowboys fans are the Toronto fans of the NFL. But Vikings fans do suck. Vikings fans are like, I don't know.
You're literally us.
Yeah, oh yeah,
fan.
they're the same thing.
I mean, the
What have you
Vikings
done?
fans are
Minnesota-
like the Wild fans.
I want
They
you to
suck
think
in the
of all the
playoffs.
shit that
That's
they
fair.
threw our way, in particular Neil's way.
Yeah.
And I got hit with friendly fire. And Neil thought it was funny.
It was
I
funny.
did.
Neil sat there
It was.
going like that. I got hit with friendly fire like in an inordinate amount of times.
Yeah.
Not one of those people. Well, no, that's not fair. Shout out to my boy Sully. Kinda did. Kinda did. Not a full mea culpa, but kinda did. Like, more in the, wow, I can't believe you kicked our ass the way that you did.
Yeah.
Not full ownership, but all the shit they talked. When you go hide okay, then it's on. I'm sorry. Neil and I have no choice. We have to sit here.
Yep.
We have to sit here.
Yeah.
We have to sit here on Sunday mornings. We have to sit here on Monday mornings. We have
Christmas
to sit
Day.
here on Friday. You know
Christmas
where
Day
to,
this year?
You know where to find us. So if you knock us off next year, okay, you can call Spenny out. And Spenny has to open up his mouth and take his medicine.
Yep.
Okay? And you cowards.
Cowards.
You all disappeared.
Shameless.
It is. It's shameless. I'm sorry. It's absolutely shameless.
Dante 151 in the super chat. Neil, did you see that Kenta got signed by the minor league deal with the Cubs?
Let's go.
And the Cubs fans are trying to spin it into a good thing, Neil.
There it is.
Well, hey, he is like the official guy.
Final piece.
If you're down 7-0 in the first game of a doubleheader, throw him out there.
Final piece.
And go to
Oh, yeah.
Target or go grocery shopping.
Cubs
Then come
are
back
back.
to the stadium, and then it by then it should be about over.
Cubs are back. It's all good.
He's the
Great summer.
soldier in that meme where he's just like kneeling down and taking all of the fire while you're sleeping in your bed.
Nah, no
While
doubt.
the family sleeps underneath.
Kenta Maeda's out there defending your front lines.
I couldn't find it.
All right, here we go. Lions schedule, nickel package. Can't get enough schedule.
Lions schedule nickel package. Oh, 1 second. Let me throw this.
yeah, you're trying to find it.
I got it right here. First question of the Lions scheduled nickel package is the schedule is dumb. So what record do you have?
Schedule game is dumb. So what's your record?
It is dumb.
I was 11-6, Sean. I kind of stand on that. Here, I saw something telling in the sports books. The highest win total of any team is 12.5.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
Don't
the
read
Chiefs.
too much into it.
You know what I'm like, Sean? There are not.
That's Kenta Maeda
On a
protecting the
doubleheader.
Cubs season.
You find that stupid picture.
Oh, you've never
it's
seen
done.
that before, Sean? Oh, that's perfect.
That's Kenta Maeda making sure Cubs fans can sleep at night.
When you're down 7-0 in the second
When you're
inning of a
down 7-0
doubleheader,
and
game one.
Kenta
You roll
comes in.
Kenta Maeda out there.
That's
He just-
That's Kenta to the bullpen.
That's Kenta to the bullpen for sure.
all those grenades, all those daggers, those mortars. That's the third, the fourth, the fifth,
Yep.
the sixth, the seventh inning.
Oh yeah.
I quoted my friend Neil Rule. Seriously, I did. I don't know if you caught that. I thought what you said to us in a group text the night of the schedule release was spot on.
Yeah.
It didn't look as daunting when I saw it laid out.
When I saw gaps between
Yeah.
at Chiefs, at Eagles, at Commanders, at Bengals.
Right. And especially
better.
the end of the season. And again, I need to remind everybody, you guys know it, we all know it. We're all going to agree, right? 2 years in a row, and I give everybody in this room credit, they never deviated from this. The ultimate success or failure of the 2025 Detroit Lions is based on what they do in February.
Yep.
Period. That's it. I don't give a shit about 13-4. Really, I don't give a shit about another North Division championship. I don't. That should be a given. It's what they do. Neil, you had 11-6. I had 12-5.
Yeah, and I think they'll win the division.
Yep.
Because they beat the piss out of this division every year. They just do.
More on that in a second.
More on that in a second. Second down.
Second down, second question of the Lions Lions schedule nickel package. The Lions are 10-2 in the division during the 2-year reign of the North. Do they lose one this year? I thought they're 11-1.
Last 2 years?
Last 2 years they're 11-1. Yeah, because they
I
were.
believe you're
they're
correct.
six-
I think they were 4-2 in 20. Fact check me. I think they were
No,
4-2
because
in
2 years
2023.
ago we lost.
They lost to Green Bay
Yeah.
and they lost to
Oh,
Chicago.
yeah, okay.
Green Bay and
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
The Thanksgiving Day
Day game,
debacle.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is
And then that game in Chicago.
I blacked that one.
yeah.
No,
Sorry.
like, but that's what I'm talking about. You know what? They dominate this division. Like they are. And again, I keep going back to it. The last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, 11-6, dominated their division, won the division at 11-6, and that's what it was. And that's kind of my takeaway. Look at what they did that year. I feel as though that's what the Lions will be like this year, and they'll win this division because they own it.
The math says that we'll lose one.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's kind of where I am.
But you know
with it.
what? Who? And I'm not being funny.
It's going to be a Sean. It's going to be one of those vacuum games that you can't explain.
No, and that's the National Football League. You're
Right.
absolutely right. So yes, Neil, if I had to 5-1. Don't ask me who they're going to lose to. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know what? For all intents and purposes, maybe it's Week 18 against the Bears that means nothing. Maybe the division is already wrapped up, and
they're
it means,
desirous of getting some guys some rest.
yeah, something like that. But I'll say 5-1. I mean, seriously, and it's not just beating these teams more often than not, like winning those games. You know, not just getting by the skin of your teeth, so to speak. You know, there are a few mixed in there. But, I mean, Thanksgiving Day game, the game in Minnesota, but more often than not having some good breathing room between them and whoever the opponent is in the division.
Woodward Sports Super Chats get into that. John Wick, hail to the Commanders. JD5 nightmares for the next 10 years for y'all. The Bowl comes through the NFC East from now on. Also,
Okay.
Burn in the Super Chat. Kenta will be getting shelled, screaming in pain from every pitch, sweating like he's running a marathon in 50-degree weather. I miss Kenta. I miss him too. I miss him already. Gone but not forgotten. Is that a good way to say it? Michael DeVries in the Super Chat. Bold prediction. Lions go 13-4, but 3 of those losses will be consecutively, and everyone will be freaking out. No, and Michael, real quick.
More on that in a second, too.
You know what? Yeah. Next down. I'll weave it in that way.
Next question of the Detroit Lions schedule nickel package. Tougher 3-game stretch. At Cincy, at Kansas City, and Tampa, or Minnesota, then at Washington, at Philly. I think it's the first one.
I think they're pretty much the same.
I think Tampa's better than
I'm
Minnesota.
going to be silly and say because it's early in the season and Cincinnati doesn't have their magical, mystical powers yet.
That's fair.
It's not. There are 2 different Cincinnati Bengals teams.
Yes.
There's pre-week 10, and then there's post-week 10.
That's exactly
I'm back,
it.
Cincinnati
It's
Bengals.
real.
How much?
I'll say the Washington-Philly swing. If I put a gun to my head, I'll say the
I was
Washington.
gonna say,
I guess.
That's 3 NFC opponents versus 2 AFC opponents and an NFC opponent. Come into the year, that could be some tiebreakers that lead into it.
That's fair, and that's fair. That's fair.
I also love that 3-game stretch after that Philly-Washington road trip. You got Green Bay, Dallas, and New York all
Yep.
at home.
Yep. The back end of this schedule, you should eat.
Yes.
Like, really. I mean, the
12
only one,
to 18, all extremely
the only one
winnable.
that makes me go, ooh, is the game in LA.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
The rest of those games, gosh, and go into Minnesota on Christmas Day. Go into Minnesota on Christmas Day and win that game. More on that in a second.
Sean, I've said it before. You know what killed Vikings was Christianity. The Lions winning on a Christian holiday against the Vikings.
It's over.
Yeah.
All of their,
Ragnar eventually flipped.
He
Let's
did.
be honest.
He did.
No,
he was wearing
Ragnar
the
flipped.
cross.
all of the Nordic flags of those countries bear the Christian cross on them in different colors.
We're
They
gonna
converted.
Blood Eagle fucking Kevin O'Connell on Christmas live television on live on Netflix.
All right, next down.
Next question of Blood Eagles are so sweet. Next question of the Lions schedule nickel package. I think it's right. It's a divisional rival on Thanksgiving. Agreed?
Yes, and here's why.
Coochie-coo.
And I didn't used to think that way. I didn't used to think that way when they stunk. Because I wanted the novelty.
Somebody different, sure.
Yeah, I wanted the novelty of the new game. But now that we're good, I think I like it that way.
Yep.
I do.
I don't know, for me, it hits harder. When I was younger and went there with my friends and got fucked up every Thanksgiving, as a fan.
Right.
Hey, Buffalo's in town.
Yeah.
Houston's in town. I didn't give a crap. I don't know, it hits different. It reminds you of days of yore, and I'm very happy it's a divisional rival, Neil. I'm kind of a traditional in that regard. I don't know, to the younger guys, does it hit different when it's one of your divisional rivals?
I think so. I think, I broke down this schedule game by game, obviously. Got to do it. There are so many, for a 15-2 team last year, right? There are so many points on this schedule, like, ooh, revenge game, like 15. Packers on Thanksgiving. Dan Campbell and Jared Goff don't like the last time the Lions played the Packers on Thanksgiving. They want to get that taste out of their mouths. I think this is a spot. It's like, all right, they're going to get their get back.
Yeah, but I think that's on us, though, too. Like, the Rams game. We're all going to be terrified of the Rams game. We beat the Rams
Twice.
all the time.
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah.
I'm still.
We almost beat them when we were terrible.
Yeah.
There's a hype about the Rams right now that I don't really get, and that doesn't mean that they might not be all that, but a lot of people seem to be high on the Rams right now, and I got to be honest with you, I don't really get it, but we'll wait and see. Listen, Matthew Stafford has a lot of mileage. He's got a lot of mileage on him, okay? And I think there's a difference between a guy who's 36 years old and a guy who's 36 years old and has taken the absolute beating that he has in his career. And now in both places, okay? So...
Yeah, their offensive line still isn't. It's bad.
Are they going to be like the Jets of last year?
They
where,
very
like,
well could.
There's
They're-
something to be
defense,
said,
but-
and yet, you hear people, you watch like NFL Good Morning, and it's like, did I miss something? I honestly, I don't quite get why people are putting the Rams on the pedestal that they are.
Sean Waldron, Woodward should expand to other markets, apparently. I never watch other teams' radio shows, especially in the offseason. Shout out Woodward.
Shout out.
Washington Commanders are going 6-11 this year. That would make me laugh. It
That's
would.
aggressive.
Next down.
Next down, final question of the Lions' schedule nickel package is Christmas Day cool with you?
No.
I don't like it.
It's one extra ringing of the cash rag to me. It is. And if you wanted to do one game, fine. But fine. I don't like it, but I get it. When you start riding up multiple games, again, if it's Christmas, man, and I'm not even talking about the religion angle or anything like that. I'm just saying
The family angle.
it's the family angle of it all. As we work more than we've ever worked, as our employers demand more from us than they've ever demanded, and scheduling and obligations and youth sports and all of it, I've come to like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because all that shuts off for 48 hours. It shuts off, and I've come to love it. For
Except
real.
the Hawaii Bowl. You have the Hawaii Bowl on during the Christmas Eve party.
100%.
just
But
do.
even that, no one in America, mainland or on the island, loves the Hawaii Bowl more than I do. But even that is on passively.
It's just in the background.
It's on the TV.
Yep.
I wait for commercials so I can see that shot of the beach when they come back from commercial, and I'm like, wow, it's 10 below zero here. I love that. But again, Sean, it's just, do you have to take every dollar? Every dollar. Do you have to take do you have to have $200,000 bills stuffed in your shirt, and there's one more on the ground, and then you got to go down and pick that one up, and then you drop two more over there, so you go back. Do you need every dollar, Sean?
I think, you know what's interesting, Neil? It depends on what your family quote-unquote tradition is. I'm okay with 4:30. I would have a problem if it was 1 or 1:30.
But there is a 1 o'clock game.
I know, but you know, that's on in the background, almost like the Hawaii Bowl.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think I would be pissed because I think I speak for a lot of people out there. There's no on in the background shit with the Lions. I've already mandated, in my family, our tradition, I don't know how it started, but legitimately for 22 years, we have a blowout at my house Christmas Eve. It's just a blowout, right? And as you were saying, one TV has It's a Wonderful Life. One TV has all the Rankin Bass shit, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and
Right.
all that. And the other TV has the Hawaii Bowl. On Christmas Day, it's usually the meal is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? And I said, guess what? We're doing Christmas Eve and Christmas.
What do you
this
eat
year.
on Christmas, Sean? I bet it's great.
What's that?
What do you eat on Christmas? What's your Christmas meat?
I usually do a prime rib that day.
Oh, of course.
The day before is, I got the Cajun turkey.
Oh.
I've got, I do a bunch of different sausages.
Your turkey's
I'll
probably
do a
moist.
tenderloin. But Christmas Day is I'm lazy. I'm just putting a damn prime rib on the smoker, and 3 hours later I'm going to have deliciousness, okay? So, Neil, for me, again, for my family, I don't know what your tradition is. I don't know what anybody else's
We have
tradition
multiple
out there.
stops.
Okay, 2 o'clock in the afternoon is dinner, and by 4:30 you're usually done. And that's what Christmas is. We're going to have it at my house this year, so we're going to get both of them. I'm going to say you're more than welcome to stay over and watch a Lions game. Shut your gosh damn mouth. If you're going to be here, shut up, okay? And if you talk too much, out. I will kick you out of my house. I have no problem doing it. So, Neil, because of the time, I'm okay with it. I am. If you throw a 1 o'clock game at me, I'd be pissed. I would. I'd
that'll be
pissed.
next year.
Yeah.
That'll be next
Yeah.
year. And look, I'll give the NFL credit for this. They went in guns blazing because the Chiefs, they are doing the college football play. We are taking our brands, our signature brands, and beating you over the head with
They're
it.
not being respectful to anybody anymore.
No.
The World Series, college football, it is the NFL's world, and we're just living in it.
I liked when there was some civility amongst everybody before. What has happened to
See,
us?
the NFL doesn't have to be civil. Though.
No, they
You know
don't.
it.
But they were, though, and that's why
They
I
were.
appreciated them.
They were. But you know what? You still appreciate them, don't you?
Unlimited power.
Listen, Neil, you know.
I'm
at
respectful.
4:30, you're going to have to tell the kids, you got to leave the room.
Well,
Like,
wait till
Dad's pants are around his ankle.
wait till 9:15 a.m. when I'm like, hey guys, get this present thing going. I got to get to the studio with Sean Belizean.
They're literally the
That's
evil
right.
empire.
I didn't even think about that. It's
9:15 a.m.
We're going to be here. Let's go.
Guys, get up. Come on. Pressure cooker.
I love it.
Do we have one more?
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it. BD Thought Criminal in the super chat. Take this silly channel to Rumble.
You're silly.
Um,
I don't know what's Rumble.
It's like Twitch or Kick. I think it's a little bit freer, looser streaming
I do a bad
platform.
job with the Twitch audience too, by the
Yeah.
way.
We're not on Twitch anymore. It's all right.
Oh, well then I do it.
Yeah.
Do a great job.
Don't got to worry about that.
Yep.
Okay. Planet Fitness, everybody. We're live from the Planet. We're gonna double up the breaks, or
Yeah, we probably should. Yep.
We're behind?
stunner.
What?
Will Sean and Neil be behind? Minus 50,000. All right, Planet Fitness, everybody. It's live at the Planet Fitness Studios. There's over 50 of them in Metro Detroit. You can do any kind of fitness regimen you want. No one talks about this enough. The versatility of Planet Fitness is undersold, everybody. And I'm here to tell you. Do you do cardio? Do you do weights? Do you do plyometrics? Do you do stretching? It's all there. All of it is literally there in dedicated areas, and there's tons of it. They got a 30-minute circuit if you're pressed for time. Guys, it is literally everything you need from a gym. I've been a member there going on 4 years. I'll never be a member at another gym. I've accomplished every fitness goal in my life. You guys see the pictures of me before when we do Top 5 Wednesday. Planet Fitness was a key contributor. Now, I had to do it, but Planet Fitness helped me along the way.
Leg day.
Leg day for Spenny. Cardio's leg day for me. But anyway, I digress.
Cardio every day.
PlanetFitness.com or just pull in the parking lot and join there, guys. I'm telling you, Planet Fitness. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights.
What about Dr. Pierce?
Dr. Pierce, everybody. You know him. You love him. He's here with us every Tuesday, our Injury Insider, powered by the Michigan Sports and Spine Center and MRI of Southfield. And he can help you. The weekend warrior. You got aches and pains. I know I do. So again, Dr. Pierce is there for you. You can scan the QR code on the screen. You know, he only helped Darren McCarty come back to the NHL and win a Stanley Cup. Darren McCarty trusted him with his career. AC/DC, your favorite band that comes into town. Dr. Pierce helps them out as well. He can help you as well. We'll see him on Tuesday, every Thursday, Ermanni and Edwards. Dr. Pierce, our Injury Insider.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Jars Cannabis. Come choose from the largest selection.
What do you know about it, Spenny?
Of top shelf quality, unmatched variety, all priced for the people. This is stuff that if you smoke it, you'll have some crazy dreams like I did last night. At shopjars.com to figure out where you can find their great inventory, or follow them on Instagram at jars_life. It's Jars Cannabis. What about Caesar Sportsbook?
Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Take your life savings. Bet it on Javi to hit a home run tonight. Scan the QR code on my scan the QR code on the screen above my head. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. No, but hear me out though. It's probably about what 6-7 to 1, something like that.
Yeah.
You make your first deposit using the promo code Woodward 1000, all the way up to $1,000. If you lose your first bet using the promo code Woodward 1000, you'll get it back as a free bonus bet. So here's the move: take $1,000. Deposit it into your account using the code Woodward 1000. Bet on Javi to hit a home run. Collect $6,000 or $7,000. If an act of God happens and he doesn't do it, you get it back as a free bonus bet, almost like a do-over. See, there you go. There's the move, everybody. Caesar Sportsbook, it's Caesars, man, the OGs of the sports betting game. The app is clean. They have all the markets. It's easy to navigate. All of that. Download it today. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, Neil Rule, Sean Belizean, Nickel Package Friday, Spencer Raxter, Chase in the Chase Lounge, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Freddie Felt 313, Neil, in this order: presents, football, get drunk, watch A Christmas Story. That's a solid Christmas day.
See, Christmas Eve has become our drunk night. I don't know how it happened, but it's like after I cook all day, then I don't know what happened. We just get messed up. And especially now that the kids are older, Neil, and I think you can relate to this, before it was like I had to wake up at 7 a.m. and
After I got done putting stuff together at 2 a.m.
I was miserable. And now the kids kind of mosey down at 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it's like, oh, thank the good Lord.
You can wake up at 7, pop a couple
Listen,
Motrin.
I'm not. I get shit-faced Christmas Eve. That's my drunkest night of the year, man. I'm full-on spenny.
That's your
like,
20s
I go
before
spenny.
night before Thanksgiving move now?
No, really, I go spenny that night. It's ugly.
Noah Messi. Sean, I want to get your take on this. And
All
I
right.
know this will become a thing, and we'll blow past this break too, but whatever, it's Friday. Noah Messi. So Neil thinks we should have an NFL draft lottery, but thinks teams shouldn't play on Christmas. Correct.
Yo, Neil, Mike Greenberg stole your thunder. They were talking about that the next morning on, or like later that day on Get Up. Like
Really?
They posted it. I think it was the next day. I saw Get Up posting talking about it. They did the whole like 2-minute, like cut the music, quarter shot, like three-quarter shot over the shoulder. They're trying to make it all official, but he was just like doing your thing where he's like, you want it, you'd watch it. It'd be the most viewed television show in history.
No, 100%. And Noah, like, look, I'll meet you halfway across the sky. Take the money you make from the NFL draft lottery and supplement that for the Christmas day, and then do the draft lottery thing on a day in March that doesn't matter. Is that fair, Noah? Did we come together there on that
You
one?
know what
What do
they
you think about an NFL draft lottery? Just the 3 teams, just the bottom 3
No,
teams.
I can't stand it. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Why fix something that isn't broken? I wish the NBA and the NHL would take. The NFL is king. We
No,
all openly
Sean,
admit it.
would you watch it?
Of course I would. You got me. Can we be honest, O'Neal, again, and we're showing our age?
Because 5 million people watch the NBA draft
I'd watch
lottery.
it in a heartbeat. Wouldn't even think twice about it. This isn't new, the NFL playing on Christmas. I remember when my son was an infant, and you know how important that is when you're a first-time parent. The Lions played the Broncos on a Christmas day.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
and
I went to that game.
Yeah, and it was
At
like
the Silverdome.
it was a 12:30 game.
Yes.
And I had to do a live broadcast before the game and everything, and it sucked for me. And again, as a new parent, your kid doesn't have any idea what's going on. He's, at the time he's like 3 months old, but you want to be there. It's baby's first Christmas and everything. And you know what? I had to blow out of there. It's the last thing I want to do, but it isn't new. Now the NFL is just saying, okay, we're not doing this if Christmas falls on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. We're doing it whenever we damn well please because we're the NFL. And that's the difference. You would occasionally get I remember one year there was a Raiders-Kansas City Chiefs game, and the only reason I remember this, and sorry to go full nerd on you.
Fantasy football.
You got it.
Was the priest involved?
Actually, it was Tony Gonzalez and Trent Green. You know,
it was pre-priest.
I had a really crazy love
Tony
for
Gonzalez
Trent.
was probably
Trent,
insane.
I remember that bit.
Trent Green was 20 years ago Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Like Trent Green late in the season when Kansas City got themselves in a hole,
Fantasy
put up
football
massive
hero.
numbers.
Yeah.
And it was like, I needed a big day.
Despite the fact that he would throw for 190 a game from September through the middle of November.
And Trent Green went off for like 4 touchdowns. 2 of them went to Tony Gonzalez. And at Christmas dinner, I was going like this.
No.
Like, yeah, literally, it was like, and my whole family's going, what's going on? And I was like, I just won $10,000. But it was one of those things, like, honestly, so this isn't new. The newness of it is Christmas is on a Wednesday. Are you really fucking playing football on Wednesday? And now this year, Christmas is on a Thursday. Are you really playing football on a Thursday? And the NFL says, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
And you'll watch.
And we'll watch. The numbers will be through the roof. You know it. And I don't care, Neil, no disrespect to you, although you know the truth. The NBA has no choice. The NBA has no say in this. You'll still get your people, no doubt about it, but the NFL is going to win because that's what the NFL does.
I talked about this the other day, Sean. If the NBA were smart, they would have the Pistons play the Timberwolves at noon
Sure.
on Christmas Day.
Sure. Absolutely.
And even as awful as the Wizards are, I'd have them play the Mavericks.
right?
And just admit the fact that you're blatantly piggybacking on the NFL, and it'll make more people watch.
Yep.
Just say it. Hey, we're piggybacking on the NFL.
Yep.
Their ratings will go up. The Wizards, Dallas, would do an incredible number on Christmas Day.
Absolutely.
Because you're held... Look, not everybody likes their family. I understand that. So the TV, why do games do massive numbers on holiday? Because you're held captive. There's no escape. You either talk to your family or you watch the game, or you do both. Like, that's it.
I just sit there popping pigs in a blanket like
I
pills.
love pigs in a blanket.
Like Spenny, it's one of my favorite things, one of the most underrated things.
So underrated.
I just pop them like pills.
Yeah.
At that point in the afternoon, that's what I'm going to be doing. You know what?
He's a Prozac.
He's
Yeah.
up to 18 a day.
Blah, just popping them like
They're
pills. I
so
love it.
underrated.
He
so
just built up
slept on.
such a tolerance that he was popping 18
Listen
a day.
to me though. You know what the problem is? They've been bastardized. You have
They
to
have
make.
been, yeah.
You have to make the homemade pigs
No.
in the blanket.
No.
You can't go
Take-
block
take
the
a
premium.
crescent roll.
I get my crescent roll.
Pop.
I'm gonna put those little bastards in the oven, and when they're hot, and you do it when they're hot. Trust me. Then you wrap it around there, and just buttery goodness,
Give me some pigs in a blanket. Give me some mini corn dogs. I'm fucking set.
dude.
Good Lord.
Love the little wieners.
I got to clean up. Pause. I got to clean up the super chats. Brian Ruth, Lions on Christmas Day. What's a better present? No, Brian, I don't like it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to participate.
Sure, I respect that.
Is that
Yeah,
fair?
I respect that.
I just want you guys to know before we do this, I'm against this. It's like when you're out with your buddies, Spenny.
Yep.
You've done dumb shit before. I've done dumb shit before. And I'm like, guys, I'm usually the one. Guys, this is going to end badly.
Spenny, would you
So
say
let's
it's
go.
like an NFL draft lottery? You're against it, but you'll still watch.
That is true.
No, that is where I draw the line.
That's the same exact thing that we're talking about
Yeah.
right now.
It's literally
Again,
the same
but
thing.
the NFL draft, here's the basis of the argument. The NFL draft lottery is its own entity. Like people that were bagging on me about my hatred for the kickoff, I'm held captive by the game to the kickoff. The NFL draft lottery, again, we'll all have to watch it, but it's a standalone thing. Like that's the thing. Dante 151. Just wait till when the NFL adds a week 18 and they'll have 3 games on New Year's Day and just say suck it to college football, the college football
It's
playoffs
coming. He's
as
right.
well. No, 100% he's right.
It's
More
coming.
on that. More on week 18 later, by the way. Steve Lehman, praise Javi. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. No, I am. I got it on today. Pete Smith in the super chat. December's 21 through 26 are the only days when an old-fashioned before 8 a.m. is socially acceptable and demanded. I agree with you on that. That low-key, and I know my wife doesn't watch the show. And by the way, she got the day off because they had a water main break at school.
Nice.
I never got one
Shout
of those
out.
ever.
No.
But anyway, I know she's not watching the show.
Our superintendent was from the UP. We used to never get snow days. She'd be like, fuck you guys.
Sean, don't tell my wife this if anybody asks. My favorite angle of the holidays is somebody always gets me a bottle of bourbon for either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. It is, Pete's right. It's the only time where I can open that bottle at 10 a.m., like open the present and then open said bottle at 10 a.m. and just go in. And that is what I love about the holidays.
You know, for me, because I cook so many things, it's about 5:30 in the afternoon. Like when I sit down and there's the Cajun turkey, there's the ham, there's the tenderloin. I always do something wacky. Maybe there's a brisket. Maybe there's a pork butt. As soon as I look at what I constructed, then the heavy drinking commences about 5:30 in the afternoon. And like seriously, I'm not joking. Same thing. My family isn't watching. I'm gonna call you all out. You're all drunks. like honestly, 7 o'clock at night, everybody in the house is messed up. It's great.
Burn, supplement, why not have 5 games on Christmas? And a lottery would be the NFL's logic. No, I get it, guys. 100% I get it.
Can we think that out? Hold on. Let's think that out. 11 o'clock. Have a game at 11 o'clock. Have a game at 2:30. Have a game at 6. Have a game at 9:30. You could legitimately do 4 games, right?
Why don't we just do a European game at 9:30 a.m.?
No.
Christmas in Europe.
Why don't we put an
Christmas
Australia?
in
Why don't
Europe.
we put a Hong Kong game on at midnight? Why don't we do a 24 hours of the NFL around the world? Can you imagine the
I'm in.
viewership for that?
I'm in.
You guys want to see something sweet? Just give me 1 second. Shout out to oh fuck. All right, keep going. I pressed the wrong one.
Nice effort.
Sorry, really close.
Steve O'Baby. Neil, I just love that the Tigers are getting more air on TBS and Fox 2 and ESPN. I just love America's favorite pastime. Have they been announced for a Sunday night game? Because it's always been my operation. If the Tigers play Sunday night, I drop what I'm doing and I'm going.
Yeah. There's something to be said about it.
Sean, can I make a pact with you?
Oh boy, this ought to be good.
And I swear to God.
All right.
Like this isn't like a regular, hey, let's go do 999. Yeah.
Still haven't done that yet.
I know. If they play a Sunday night game at Comerica, can we go down to the district at 4 o'clock?
I'm so down.
I'm totally in, and I know a guy.
Let's bring lawn chairs.
I
and
know a
cooler.
guy that can get us tickets.
Okay.
I think you know that.
Yeah,
I know a guy that can get us tickets.
Let's bring lawn chairs and a cooler
To the district.
To the district.
In front of the screen.
Yeah,
For no reason.
No reason. Just sit out there.
I
drinking
told you
beers.
that's my dream. I need it. Yes.
Can we make that pact?
Yes.
I will, Sean.
I'll
if
smoke
I'm
something
traveling,
ahead of time and put it like in like Tupperware or some shit like that. So like we have something to eat.
Yes.
But yeah, 100%.
If I'm traveling, I'll pay the change fee. I don't care. I will be there at 4 o'clock. Is that fair? Is that too much?
All right, so
5 o'clock?
okay, so we're making a pact and everybody's watching.
Yes.
You guys, if we find out ahead of time, like if you catch wind of it before I do, send me a note. I'll put in a request with a guy I know. He can get us tickets.
Hell yeah.
So absolutely. I
There
think
it
you
is.
guys know the guy I know.
Yeah.
I do.
He
Look
can
at-
get us tickets.
He's
Look
a
at
fine
this,
lad.
He's a good kid.
Saw that pretty funny video from.
Marco Casper and juniors. Blow! Oh, get off of me, son! And then draws the penalty. And on top of that, Marco Casper already has an absolute snipe short side on a goalie on a breakaway for a goal in this one.
That's a take your medicine moment. Like
You know
you
what?
like you got disrespected.
Shout out, Let's Go Red Wings prospects. for
And
putting
you
this up
skate away. Like watch nine, okay? Right there you took your medicine. Just go continue the play.
there.
Nope.
The stare down, dude.
There you go. You got to go
Aura.
do some dumb shit like that.
Emotion and embarrassment.
That's exactly what that is.
Embarrassment and emotion.
we're
got
talking-
Young
behind it.
man, take your medicine.
We're talking aura. Look at that stare down.
Get back
That's
in the
aura
fucking
right
play.
there. He said,
Get
"Who
back
the
in the
fuck are
play.
you trying?"
You lost that battle. Live to fight another day. But no, then you're dumb. Stupid.
I just want to talk about the fact that he's rocking 96.
I love Marco Casper. Bitch.
You know who that's a
What
nod
up,
to.
Tommy?
You know who that's a nod to.
I got to know Tommy a little bit. He didn't live too far from me, and Thomas, he's a good dude.
Look at that stare down, dude. Oh, right at the butthole there. But
Thomas could put down beers like you.
I bet, Sean,
Like
I would love to
no-
slam beers with
like
Homer.
no other, especially on bouncy castles after kids' birthday parties. Not that I have any experience doing that with him, but yeah, he could put him down, man. He really
Woodward
could.
Sports Super Chat, Dante 151. Tigers versus Guardians on Sunday 5:25 is 11:35 on Roku. That doesn't count. 11:35 a.m. does not count. Sunday night baseball. I never miss a home Sunday night baseball game.
No,
is
I'm
4
with you.
o'clock too early?
Yeah.
Is it too late? 4 o'clock in the district.
Our deal, our pack now, only becomes official if it's a Sunday night
baseball.
That's it. But I still, one random day, even if it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, ring, ring, ring. Hi, Neil, what are you doing? I got nothing going on today. What's up? You want to go sit in the plaza and drink beers? I am so fucking in.
Yeah.
That's what. And
We
you
are
know,
doing-
Spenny,
we are doing
like the train goes and picks up Spenny, and he's ready to go.
I'm
you
there.
Know that.
It's going to be like Ocean's 11 when they got put together.
I'll have the queue line pick me up directly from my house.
He'll be coming off the queue line. I'll be rolling in on a Lime scooter because I got the EV charging at Motor City. Sean will park in the garage.
Yeah,
He'll be bringing the
Sean's
meat down.
got the truck pulled up in the district.
Oh, just you guys are in the back of the truck. You're in the back.
Well, not me. I'm coming in on the Lime scooter
Lime
because
scooter, yes.
the car's charging for free.
Who are these guys? I
D-Mac
don't know what-
repels from the top of LCA.
Chase comes in.
Yeah.
Chase comes in. I don't even like on a 10-speed or something. He jogged there.
Yeah.
We
you know.
have that machine that turns off all the power. We're covering our nads and everything in the back of my truck.
Oh,
up there.
yeah.
John Wick in the super chat. Y'all really think Goff is the guy to take you all to the bowl? The QB that got outplayed by our rookie QB, the QB McVay and Johnson couldn't win with. John Wick. So here, can I read yours again, John Wick? Y'all really think that Josh Allen's the guy to take you all to the bowl? Let me do it again. Y'all really think Lamar Jackson's the guy to take you all to the bowl? That's it. They're all the same. Like, I'm tired of that fucking narrative right there, John Wick. They're literally the same. Goff, Josh Allen, Lamar, your hero Joe Burrow, the same deal. Joe Burrow and Jared Goff are literally the same. You can tell me what you want. You can say, I prefer this over this. I don't care.
Neil,
The book is the same.
Joe Burrow's got aura.
I am so.
You know what he doesn't have?
A Super Bowl.
So they're the same.
That's fair.
I am
You know
so.
what else he doesn't have?
A super hot wife.
So they're the same.
I mean, he's probably got a hot wife.
Can I say
If
this?
he's got
This
a wife.
came up with Terry
I'd be
this past
surprised if Joe
weekend when we
Burrow's
did the
wife wasn't
Lion
hot.
show. I am so fucking exhausted.
Fox 2.
No, seriously, I'm so exhausted by people kicking the can down the road. You know what, John Wick? You're right. I can't say,
Baba
I
Yaga.
cannot say that Jared Goff can win a Super Bowl. You're right. I can also say that about Jaden Daniels. He hasn't done it yet. Right?
I mean, yeah.
KP in the chat. Joe Burrow has been to the Super Bowl. So has Jared
So
Goff.
Jared Goff. Like you guys, seriously, these open-ended arguments, and it's like the whole same old Lion crap. Until they win a Super Bowl, we're never going to put it to bed, whether we want to admit it or not. I can tell people until I'm blue in the face, you guys, how can something be the same old when it never happened? And they're going to continue to drop it. I'm so sick and dog tired. So you know what I do now, Neil? You know what I do? I sit back and I go, you're right. I can't say that Jared Goff can win a Super Bowl. I can't.
You can't.
I don't know.
You don't know.
He hasn't yet.
Nope.
It's so stupid.
John
though.
Wick, Goff, Allen, and Lamar are the same. You're delusional. Argue it.
None of them have won a Super Bowl. Dumb ass. Like, stop it. You can't speak out of both sides of your mouth.
The other guys, yeah, they might be more talented. They might, they are more talented. They've got the bigger arm, the better legs, the MVPs.
Not the better stats.
It doesn't matter though. You got to win the Super Bowl. That's where
but
they
do
all
you
are.
understand? Like, John Wick went right into my hands. That's the point I'm making. If you're gonna go down that road, y'all think that he's the guy that can win the Super Bowl. You could say the exact same thing about Lamar Jackson. You could say the exact same thing about Josh Allen. Like, take the shit out of your ears, man. Come on.
That is true.
You can literally substitute Goff with Allen, Burrow, Lamar. And all the same things hold true, except
MVPs.
none of those guys have been second in the league in yards and fourth in touchdowns the last 2 consecutive years. Nobody.
Sir,
other
dude,
than Goff.
I feel you. I cannot blame you or anybody else for saying, is Jared Goff the man to win a Super Bowl? I get it. I can't argue with that, and I won't argue with that. But if that's your criteria, you better be fair in throwing that around, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Because that is the question with those guys. And like I said, they have the MVPs. They've got the talent.
They've got the numbers.
They haven't won
they
the
have
Super Bowl either.
stats. All of it, dude. They've won divisions.
Yeah.
All of that. In Goff's case, he's won a conference championship.
Yep.
In Burrow's case, he's won a conference championship. Goff and, or Josh Allen and Lamar have not, because they haven't. I keep hearing about it, but I never see it, Sean.
It's a simpleton argument. Like, honestly, it is. If we can all own, okay, hey, Jared Goff has never won a Super Bowl. Yeah, that's a fact.
You're
You're right. Hey, man, y'all think he can do it? Well, actually, I do, but for the sake of an argument, I can understand your point. But you better spread that point across the board, man. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, who I love. I love Josh Allen. I haven't hid that from day one.
But the
okay?
questions are legitimate.
It's there.
The
It's
questions
real.
are legitimate because that's what I've seen. I've seen it with my
real.
eyes.
Exactly.
In every big moment, he's been the second best quarterback in the building.
And
a
we-
lot of that has been because of Patrick Mahomes. But hey, that's the way it works.
And
Goff lost to Brady, same deal.
That's why I say we have to be realistic with ourselves and say, I understand the Jared Goff question. I do. I get it. I may not agree with you, but there comes a point in time where you have to go like this. Until Jared Goff does it, I got to shut up. I can continue to say I think he can do it, especially with those around him. But, when push comes in, no, Jared Goff has never won a Super
Just
Bowl.
like the Josh Allen Sims and the Lamar Sims
what I'm
have to
saying.
shut up too.
That's what I'm saying.
Until you do it.
Hey, and listen, Jaden Daniels as well. Even though it's only 1 year, hey, well, that's cute. You
Yeah.
got absolutely obliterated in an NFC championship.
You got taken to the mat and choked out
Like,
in about 90 seconds.
Come on, just be fair. If you're going to go down that road, okay, be fair. And I think that's a problem when
And
dumbasses
he's
go
different.
down
He's
that
a
road.
rookie, so he's
He's got time.
Yeah.
Until you don't.
Until you don't.
Like Josh Allen has time.
That
Dude,
is-
I say it all the time.
Until he doesn't.
That
if
is
you
the-
told me 5 years ago, Josh Allen never would have been to a Super Bowl, are you kidding me? Nobody would have believed that. How about the MVP, the perennial MVP in Lamar Jackson? If I said that, people would have gone nuts on me. Absolutely nuts on me. Here we are.
Yep.
I-
It's the
Come
same
on,
question
man.
for all. Everybody's waiting to
Everybody's
check that
book
out.
is the same. There are different chapters. Like Goff's book is different than Josh Allen's and Lamar's.
Yeah.
But it's the same series.
Yep.
Like they're the exact same
The
thing.
chase for the Super Bowl.
And this is the way, and 313 Kurt, you're trying to compare these dudes because they have no Super Bowl? No, man, y'all delusional. No, the talent and skill is far away from Goff. Kurt, that's not how it's judged,
That's
man.
not how it's judged,
I didn't
dude.
make it this way, Kurt.
No.
You guys did.
Yeah.
Again, listen to the words, okay? Y'all think Jared Goff can take you to a Super Bowl. Those aren't my words. None of them said that.
No, that's John Wick.
John Wick said that. Okay? So now you can apply that. Let's take the beginning of it. Y'all think that Lamar Jackson can take you to a Super Bowl. Y'all think that Josh Allen can take you to a Super Bowl. Okay? Nobody's questioning their talent. But you know what I would say? Based on what? It hasn't happened yet.
Wow.
Really? Based on what? Do you know where Jared Goff has been that those two haven't been? The Super Bowl. He hasn't won it yet, but he's been there.
Yeah. And if you want to get granular, beat Drew Brees in the Superdome.
I don't
And
know.
look,
Down
like,
2 touchdowns.
what's that?
I said they were down 2 touchdowns.
And they were down 2 touchdowns in the game.
I say it all the time. I'm serious. Dan Marino is the most underrated quarterback in the history of the NFL. Honestly, period.
And he wasn't
End
at the
of-
time. Like, even when he retired, he wasn't at the time.
Right.
But this narrative has shifted
You got
about
it.
how you view quarterbacks.
He was transcendent. The things that are commonplace today, he was doing 40 years ago, okay? In his second year, he went to the Super Bowl. He never came close again.
They didn't even come close.
Didn't come close. And that's the kind of stuff, man, it's not that easy. And I get what you're saying. Lamar Jackson's a perennial MVP.
Yep.
Josh Allen is an MVP. But, again, the way that you phrased it, okay? Your words, not mine. Y'all think fill in the blank can go win a Super Bowl. That can be said about a vast majority of quarterbacks in the National Football League because we're living in the Patrick Mahomes era right now. We are.
What'd you have, Spenny?
It's just another super chat from John Wick. He paid $5 to move his goalposts. He
Okay,
says,
cool.
Is he moving the goalposts again?
Answer the question. If they're three same, are you telling me you're not trading for Lamar or Allen for Goff tomorrow?
I'm not, no.
I mean,
With what the Lions have at their disposal, why would I do that?
if you're going 1-for-1, I would absolutely trade Goff for either Lamar or Josh Allen. But that's not the question.
Do you think Lamar could run this offense the way Goff does?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
You think he can make those throws?
Yes.
See, I don't know.
I like Josh Allen better, to be honest.
I like Josh Allen better too, but I think
as
they're-
do I.
I like Josh.
I think they could both run
I
this
think
offense.
Josh
Josh
Allen
Allen-
in this offense would be safe.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen will run this offense better. I think we have a different looking offense with
totally
Lamar
agree.
Jackson.
Yeah, I mean Lamar Jackson.
he
Lamar
did-
Jackson proved over the past 2 years that he's an elite pocket passing quarterback. Like he put those to bed. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, I think, are the two best quarterbacks in the NFL, and so yes, I would take them over Goff. But that wasn't the original question.
No.
And it's not realistic.
Wow, it's not like people to move the goalposts. That's really strange.
Well, I guess, and then my question, here's where I always go back to with it, Spenny, is look at the numbers. Because the cap space in this league is those are your bullets for your gun, right? Is
Yeah.
that fair? That's
Yeah.
your ammo. You have to fight. Jared Goff makes $35 million less than Josh Allen does in guaranteed money. I will take that for a guy that's second in the league in yards every year and fourth in touchdowns, because that's what he's been last year. That's what he was the year before that. So production. I will take Jared Goff at that discount. You're talking like, what is that? 30 million. You're talking like a 20% discount to market.
Neil, you know what? I got to call you out here, okay? And I hope
The
you're
logic.
not pissed at me, all right? It's almost like you're insinuating that a general manager built a team around his quarterback and made it to fit his quarterback.
That's wild, I know.
Don't you dare go down that road, man. I will
wild,
hear
I
none
know.
of it. And that's why I said my initial response to John Wick is, I'm sorry that you have a misunderstanding about football. It happens a lot, okay? It really does, and I'm sorry about that. Yes, based on what's around Jared Goff, I'm very happy with Jared Goff as my quarterback.
Absolutely.
But to answer your question, would I rather see Josh Allen? Sure, I would. But I'm very happy with what he has around him because you know that money that isn't being spent on Jared Goff?
Is Kirby Joseph.
They've done a really good job putting other pieces in there.
I will. Would you take Goff and Kirby Joseph, or would you take Josh Allen?
Probably Josh Allen.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would take Goff and Kirby Joseph. Could you understand why there's a discussion there?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
In this
Like the
offense,
all-pro safety?
Yeah,
in
definitely.
in this offense, I think I would too. With what he has around him, with the weaponry that he has around him, I agree with you. I'd take Kirby Joseph and Jared Goff. And again, consider the source. I have strong man love for Josh Allen. I really do. I have strong man love.
Yeah,
for
but you
Josh.
like logic too, so you're no fun.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I got to stop that.
All right. Well, we got to take like 8 breaks or something.
No, we're actually pretty good time, I think. Yeah, we could just skip the 56 break. So, let me tell you about Mark White.
Fair.
Mark White is looking to get you into your dream home. Just call Mark White today, and he can save you up to $5,000 to your closing costs. Visit him at markwhitesales.com or give him a call at 248-290-8242. Mark White will put you into your dream home today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
some summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. This ball is gone! Boys are back in town. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Make sure you come in anytime. You can get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. Get the hot leather neck shave, scalp massage, hot towel treatment, all that good stuff. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Scan that QR code on the screen. It's wicked awesome.
All right. Let's go back to this. Burn in the Super Chat. When did Lamar and Allen go to the Super Bowl? They have not, as a matter of fact. One Funky Lions fan. They are not the same players, but they all have the same results. Argue that. Argue that easy. Tim Tebow, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, all the same guy. That's easy. Your thoughts, Sean?
You know, I'm going to say it again, and these are just not my feelings, my sentiments. A lot of people in Packerland are really worried about Jordan Love, and rightfully so. Right? I would be very worried about Jordan Love right now. There was a really big step backwards last year. And, well, let's see. I'm going to be intrigued. I'm going to be really intrigued. Because I told you guys, listen, that Thanksgiving Day game a couple of years ago scared the shit out of me. Because that was the start.
Yeah.
That was the start. And I was like, are we really doing this again? Are they doing, this is decades now that they get this guy that comes in and tortures our lives. And you know what? Last year was a huge step back. So let's see. He's got more around him now, in fairness to him. And I'm one, I don't write off young guys. I just think it's a mistake that people make too frequently. But that doesn't mean there aren't questions.
All right, fair. All right, you guys ready to get back on the nickel package train? NFL nickel package?
Yeah,
NFL schedule nickel package?
NFL schedule nickel package.
I can't wait to see what you got cooked up here, Spenny.
Or do you want to do NFC North first or NFL first?
Which one do you want to do? Let's do NFC North first.
NFC North first, and then
progression.
Yeah,
then we'll do NFL after.
Then we'll do NFL.
I like it.
All right, first question of the NFC North nickel package. How did the Vikings get like an easy schedule again?
Because it's where they live, man. Like, for real it is. All right, let me see. I have it right here in front. They always play the Falcons every year.
Every year.
You know why that is? Were the Falcons second in the South?
I think so. They're playing they got the Falcons.
What's different than our schedule?
The Seahawks
Falcons
instead of the Rams, the Falcons instead of the Bucks, and the Chargers instead of the Chiefs.
Yeah, second place schedule.
Yeah.
Well, that's
what it comes down to.
When you come in second, you get an easier schedule.
Really?
Because you're not as good.
Yeah, that's
so yeah,
really
no,
what it comes down
Spencer,
to.
the answer to your question is, yeah, they did. Because they're not a good team. They finished second. I hear about how great they are. And we can run this back again. I hear about how they got the best receiver in the history of football. And every time it matters, he's got 5 catches for 60 yards. And that's it.
Can we look at their schedule down the slate though? We were all saying that we were very excited about like the Lions schedule the last month and a half. At Seahawks, hosting Commanders, at Cowboys, Giants, hosting Lions, and the Packers in there. That's not a clean slate in any way, shape, or form. You're talking about multiple losses mixed in there. I think this division, both these teams take a step back in wins and losses this year. I'm going to say the same thing that I said last year. The Vikings are good. Pinch cheeks good. And you might have to pinch the cheeks even a little harder this year when you're talking about, what in essence is a rookie quarterback. But I think they're a coochie-coo team, and I think they got a pretty good coach. But they're not as good as us.
I'll give them credit for the okie doke, though. Taking those 2 European games, got out of playing road games. So, hey, tip of the cap. I appreciate the hustle for sure. Second down.
Second question of the NFC North schedule nickel package. Green Bay's going to lose to Carolina,
Spenny's
aren't they?
all in on Carolina.
I like Carolina. I do.
I can't see it at home. I can't, Sean.
You know what's amazing is I think there were a lot of people that were doing what they should be doing in Indy about Anthony Richardson. There were a lot of people saying that about Bryce, if you remember, and then Bryce
looked good at the end of the year last year.
Got his extra opportunity, and he looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
He looked really good. Is it out of the realm of possibility, Spenny?
T-Mac and Xavier Legette with Bryce back there throwing it up to him. He's got a great deep ball.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
I don't think so either.
I would laugh though. I would. My pants would be.
Oh, I would love it. I think Carolina's going to win
That
10
would
games this year.
To be fair, Spenny, we have concocted for the people. Like
Yeah.
we've been first with this. Remember when we gave you the Texans to win the division?
Yep.
Plus 425 with a rookie quarterback. Mm-hmm. And they did it.
They did.
I trust you, Spenny.
I
on
like the
this.
Panthers this year. I do. They had a good draft. They had a good offseason. I thought Bryce Young showed a lot of signs at the end of the year
Big
last
time.
year of maturity
He
and
really
playmaking. So I got Dave Canales winning Coach of the Year at plus 1,300.
Okay.
I put my money on that.
But you know what? That's why I like Spenny's takes. Because Spenny's doesn't just sit here and say, hey, I think this is going to happen, and then walks away. Spenny puts his money behind it.
The quarterback is, newsflash, is so important in the National Football League, and he really looked good down the stretch last year. Like, total props to him. Because
He looked really good.
A lot of people were starting to put dirt on him.
Yeah.
You know, which they should on and, if, or. That's my favorite game that came out of last year, Neil. I will say that until the day I die. And, if, or. What a great game. The Anthony Richardson Indianapolis Colts game. That's just, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Third down.
Dante 151 in the Woodward Sports Chat with the Super Chat. He says, hell yeah, Spenny. I have the Panthers in the playoffs. Big Con 51 says, Spenny, I live in Charlotte. They're going to be good. Maybe win the division. I'm just saying. I think they'll win double-digit games next year. I like the Panthers. All right, next up, next question of the NFC North schedule nickel package. Why the fuck is Bears 49ers a Sunday night football game?
I have an answer for that.
I can't wait to hear it because I'm perplexed.
Because the 49ers are going to be back. 100%. More on that later about the 49ers schedule. I think that they are...
Like legit back or schedule back?
Schedule back.
Okay. All right.
Schedule back.
Okay.
But yes, I think the 49ers are going to win that division. I think they're going to win 11 or 12 games. Sean, you may not like it.
They're a fraud.
So?
You are what you're scheduled. Sorry. I'm not gonna,
Schedule a game, Sean.
I'm not going to disrespect that. I'm not.
It's a schedule game, man. You look at what they have to offer. Non-division. They have Jacksonville, Tampa. They're at Houston, at the Giants. They have Carolina. They're at Cleveland. They have Tennessee and Indy. You just had an epiphany, didn't you? They're back.
10-7, 11-6, and that might be good enough to win that division. Because I'm going to say it again. The hype on the Rams, I'm not feeling it. I'm just not. I'm not feeling the hype on the Rams.
Is that acceptable to you, Spenny?
It's fair.
Okay. All right.
I think the Rams are going to be good. But
Good. But there are people talking about them being a favorite, and I don't quite get it, Spenny.
Yeah. And, I saw somebody say, what did the Panthers do in the offseason? The Panthers made a lot of good depth signings on their defensive line and in their secondary, and they drafted T-Mac, Scorton, and Princely in the draft. Like, their three draft picks were all guys that were potential first-round picks. So, I don't know.
And I think
It happened while you were sleeping, but Bryce Young kind of put something together at the end.
You just said exactly where I was going. We were wrapped up in what the Lions were doing, and people had already drawn their conclusions about Bryce Young. And I'm not saying that you were wrong. And then guess what? Down the stretch, he looked really good.
Yeah.
He really did.
You had to be
really
paying
good.
attention. I'll go
Yep.
back to the Mark Spears quote about Cade Cunningham when I asked him, Mark, why are you the only national guy on Cade? This was around New Year's.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be paying attention.
You got to watch. Bryce Young was making some
1000%.
impressive throws, and his pocket presence was really good at the end of the
Can
year.
I use a hockey analogy? Not that long ago, I would tell anybody that listened, Mikko Rantanen was the most underrated player in the league by 1,000,000 miles, okay? And guess what? When he had an opportunity to shine by himself, now everybody knows what an incredible hockey player that guy is.
Yep. All right,
He's
next.
a quiet Finn living in the shadow of Nathan McKinnon, you know?
Woodward Sports Chat Thread, Super Bowl Cartier. Rams will continue to be a thorn in our side.
We've beaten them the
We
past
beat
two
them all the
times.
time.
Yeah.
Like, why do people think this, Sean? Why? Because the games are close?
I don't know. I got nothing. I mean, if you mean Super Bowl Cartier thorn in our side, like playing him tough, but I think what Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams have to show is they can beat the Lions. The onus is on them now.
Correct. We have the data. Nitty gritty in the super chat. John Wick, don't be a stranger when your team gets boat raced by a healthy Lions team. DC's a cesspool, represents the worst humanity has to offer.
That's all I ask. I mean, not that you want to earn
Still
any
better
of
than
our
Philly.
respect, but it's easy to talk shit. Okay, come back. We have no choice. We have to be here.
I've never been to
have
DC.
To take,
Is it
I
bad?
have to take the arrows that you fly our way. Just make sure you come back. Like Neil, did any of those Viking fans come back?
No.
None of them did.
No.
They saturated our chat for weeks running. It was unbelievable.
All right,
None
next,
of them came back.
No, DC's a cool town. I like DC.
I've never been.
I love
It's like a
this.
fancy
You
swamp.
really haven't been?
No, I've never been.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It is cool.
I'll have to go check it out. Next question of the NFC North schedule nickel package. The Packers play Dallas, New York Giants, Denver, and Arizona all on the road. They're going to lose 2 of those games, right? I could see
Can
them
you repeat
lose
those again? Just one more.
Dallas, Giants, Denver, Arizona. I could see them losing to Denver
Dallas.
and Arizona.
I could see Denver, Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas is going to do it again this year. I hope you guys know it.
Dak's
They're-
back.
No, it's coming. It's coming. They're good. No, listen. They're going to be the prototypical 9-8, 10-7 team that maybe they don't get in, maybe they get in, and people are going to start talking shit about them again. And I'm going to laugh and get on my hands and knees and go, dear baby Jesus, is there any possible way we could get the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs? I want that. I need it. But I think Dallas is going to be that team this year. I really do. Fraudulent as the day is long, but I think they're going to be a decent team this year. I really, truly do.
Sean, am I crazy for this? Part of me, and more on this later in the NFL schedule nickel package. Could the Giants be that team this year? There's always one shitty team.
Always. There always is.
Like one bad team.
You just never saw
that
it
ends
coming.
up being 8-9. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't go to the
yeah,
playoffs
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But go 7-10, 8-9. Like I think, Vegas has them at like 4.5, the over/under for the win total. Could they win 7 games, 7-10? More on it later, though. Maybe
That
there's factors.
division.
Yeah, more on that later. Okay, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
All right, final question of the NFC North schedule nickel package. Will the Week 18 matchup versus the Bears mean anything?
For the Lions.
For the Lions.
Yeah, it will. It could be like that difference between like the 2 and the 3 seed,
Something like that.
or the 3 and the 4
Yeah,
seed.
something like that.
I think that division-wise, that they'll probably be good to go at that point.
I agree.
But if you talk about seeding and all that kind of stuff, there will be something on the line.
I think it's going to be the Bears' playoff hopes.
I don't.
That too.
I don't
That too.
think we have the flex possibility or move to the doubleheader Monday night possibility like the Minnesota game, though. I don't think the stakes will be that high.
That's fair. I think it'll be like kind of. No, that's not really a comparison, but I think the Bears are going to need it to like make the playoffs, and the Lions are going to stomp on their hopes.
Yeah, there'll be something.
Bears will have like 8, maybe 9 wins right there. Maybe 1 win gets them in if a bunch of other teams lose or something like that, and the Lions are going to beat them.
Super Bowl Cartier, ain't no way the Giants and the Patriots are good. Well, Super Bowl, that's why I prefaced it by saying that there's always one team.
I think the Patriots will be not good, but they'll be better. They're still going to be.
I
could
think
could the NFC East be the NFC North of last year?
they were a lot better than we thought last year, and I think I'm going to say it again. I think Dallas will be better. I do. I'm not sitting here saying legitimate. Look, if I had to pick a team, I would pick his Carolina Panthers. I'm serious. How many people, as we sit here today, would go, "Ooh, Carolina might make a little push at the playoff"? I think if I had to pick a team, it would be Carolina. But Neil, honestly, the problem for the Giants, if we are going to work under the assumption that the Washington Commanders aren't going anywhere, fair? Can we all agree on
Yes.
that? Mm-hmm. The Philadelphia Eagles aren't going anywhere, and I know a guy who was terrified of them all last year. Okay, the Philadelphia Eagles aren't going anywhere. Okay, Dallas will be better with Dak Prescott in and now adding another legitimate receiver for him. Okay?
Yeah,
where does that leave the Giants? I mean, that's 6 games right there. You're going to be hard-pressed to win one of those games. You are.
That's fair.
You're going to be hard-pressed to win one of those games.
No, 100%. That's fair. Burn in the super chat. Remember how the Lions always needed one more win to get in, and the Packers and Lambeau would be the last game on the schedule? That's going to be week 18 for the Bears this year. All right, Spenny, where are we going here?
Let's go to break. What time is it? Oh, we're actually not bad.
Yeah, no, we're in good shape.
Well, no, we are pretty bad. We went through 2. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Yeah, no, we're
I'm on
good.
the wrong page. Okay, yeah, let me tell you about Mad Packs. The Mad Pack Minute went out the other day. Make sure you check it out. Mad Packs are keeping you high all summer long. Sean's not going to tell you about Mad Packs, even though he can. I will, because they got the Boom Shakalaka infused pre-rolls, the High-Low infused pre-rolls, and the Blizzard Pack THCA Moon Rocks. I rolled up just a joint of their regular ice cream cake last night. It was delicious. Make sure you check out Mad Packs. They got the best flavors, the best highs. It's Mad Packs.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Neil Rule here for Buddy's Pizza, the original Detroit-style pizza. Started in 1946. They invented it. How are you going to do it better than the people that invented it?
Look at that!
Look at that pizza, everybody. And you can get it tonight, today, whenever you want. Go to buddyspizza.com. There's over 20 Buddy's Pizzas in and around the Metro Detroit area. We were down at the one on Broadway, downtown, across the street from Comerica Park. If you're going to the ball game, pull up on Buddy's. Get some Detroit-style pizza while you're down there. Go to buddyspizza.com. Use the promo code 10MEAL. You'll get 10% off, everybody. Do it. It's Friday. You don't feel like cooking, man. It's 80 degrees. Just get Buddy's instead. The original Detroit-style pizza. Buddyspizza.com.
Shit, it is 80 degrees.
Can I ask you guys, have you guys tried the thin crust yet?
Yeah, Buddy's?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Try it.
I am a big thin crust guy.
I know it's heresy. It's heresy to
It is
suggest
kinda crazy.
And I openly, I think you'd be. It is the exact pie with just less dough, like the same taste, that same little oil, and
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. With the corner of joy, you get all of that with less dough. It is phenomenal. I'm not joking.
In the Super Chat, Dante151, the Pittsburgh Steelers have reportedly expressed interest in a potential trade for New Orleans wide receiver Chris Olave. Why? Just why? It's the Steelers, man. It's how they operate.
Chris Olave is really good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I like Chris Olave a lot.
Gosh, are the Saints a disaster?
Saints
They
are a disaster.
Just a disaster.
They can't pay him. I mean, they probably can because they've been $1 million over the cap or $100 million over the cap for the past 10 years, and they keep
it's
re-signing
insane.
people. But, dude, that would be a good replacement for George Pickens. DK and Olave would be pretty scary in Pittsburgh.
No doubt. Chris Bird, Atlanta is my sleeper team this year. I always hear about Atlanta.
I don't know if they're a sleeper though.
Yeah.
They were
That's our
second in their
favorite
division
bit.
last
That's
year.
one of our. That's one of our. we were doing
Atlanta-
that bit.
Atlanta is
Didn't
the-
Atlanta make the playoffs last year?
Here come the Falcons.
No?
I love Here Come the Falcons.
Well, Atlanta is the NFC Colts.
Yeah, it's true.
They're always right there, and or if. And we never gave them their credit for being and or if last year.
I love and or if.
And or if is awesome.
what an
I think
fun-
the Bears are going to be and or if this year.
I can't wait for week. It's got to be week 6. You can't do you can't fake and
No,
or if.
no,
it's
you
like,
can't
it's
go
like
too
smoking
early.
meat. Like you can't fake it. You got to put the time in, and you got to wait.
That's
You
under.
gotta wait.
I think the Bears are going to be and or if this year.
Well, we'll know about week 17. Well, week 16 it technically starts with the good teams. The good teams start in week 15.
We did that. We did that, Neil. It's so funny. I did some beef short ribs yesterday, and you can look at it, and you put that thermometer in, and it's $1.95, and you think to yourself it's ready, and it's like no,
It's not.
15 extra minutes. Get it to 2:02. There's such a big difference. And that's what I would say. The first week of November, my tendency is go, come on, let's play the game. Just wait a couple
wait.
weeks. You're going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
We all love and or if. You can't be doing it in week 13.
No. Just wait a few
You
weeks.
have to wait till week 15 at a minimum.
See, before week 15, it's not and or if, it's on the graphic.
Right.
Yeah.
You're on the graphic in week 13, and
Yeah.
then it's and or if in the last couple weeks.
Week
of the season.
15, you get it's like an appetizer. It's like the mozzarella sticks of and or if because it's like Buffalo.
Yeah, on
and
the graphic.
Detroit,
They put it up there, and there's the 7 teams that are in the hunt.
Yeah.
And they're all the
like
same
Buffalo
record.
wins the division with
Yeah.
a win over Miami and a Jets loss.
Yeah.
And if there's a tie in Patriots and Colts.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way that one works. So you can't rush it. All right, you guys ready? NFL schedule nickel package.
NFL schedule nickel package.
They said we couldn't do it.
The first question of the NFL schedule nickel package. The 49ers were the big schedule winners this year as the NFC West plays the AFC and NFC South. Gross. And the 49ers' last place finish means they get the Bears, Browns, and Giants. Will the 49ers be back this year?
Sean Belichick coined it. They will be scheduled back. They are back. So, I just want everybody to breathe in the nose and out the mouth. You're going to have to deal with the 49ers thing. The 49ers are back. They got Brock Purdy signed. They're ready to go. Sean.
Can we put a win total on it? Can we
Sure.
put a win total on it? 8 or 9? 8 or 9 wins?
Oh, I would take the over on
I would
that.
take the over on that
100%.
too.
Would you?
Yeah.
100%.
So I don't think the Seahawks are back.
I would set it. I think if I were a cunning sports book, I would set it at 10.5, but juice it to the under. Get you guys putting in your minus 190 because you know you guys will do it. And then I'll take all your money, and then that'll be it.
Do you know what it reminds me of then? The Packers were the 7 seed last year, and anybody with half a brain in their head wanted the Packers in the playoffs. Anybody with half
Yes.
a brain in their head wanted the Packers in the playoffs. And that's what I would say. All right, so that's it. Niners a playoff team, Y or N?
Yes. Yes.
Spenny?
Yes.
Chase?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Boy, the NFC's going to suck then. Jeez, oh Pete.
New Orleans, home against Arizona, home against Jacksonville, at the Rams, at Tampa, whatever.
they're a
Home
shit
against
show.
Atlanta, at Houston, whatever. At the Giants, Carolina at home, at Cleveland, Tennessee at home, at Indy, Chicago at home. Yes, that's a playoff team.
Good gosh.
That's a playoff.
Wow.
They're back. They're not really back.
Can I tell you
They're
something?
scheduled
Do you know what I'd really like? I would love to get Frisco in here, and I'd make them pay. I would, no mercy, Cobra Kai. I would make them pay in a playoff game. I'm talking like what we did to the Titans last year. Just keep going. 59-10 shit. Just keep going, pedal to the metal. I would love that. Absolutely love that.
I don't usually do the fantasy stuff, A, because it's your bit, and B, because it's a real specialized audience. They roll out masses, they do. But the general masses, it's whatever. Hoof-hearted. I'll do this one for you, Sean.
Okay.
Hoof-hearted. I'm keeping CMC in my fantasy league, and I effing hate it. But I'm also keeping Jonathan Taylor, and I ain't finding a better running back in the second round than CMC. So, okay.
That's fair.
But hoof-hearted, I'll say this.
You're rolling the dice, though.
I don't want to hear you in week 5. I don't want to see you in here complaining about a calf issue. Is that fair?
The exception to the rule was 2 years ago where he was the best player in fantasy.
Just grab his handcuff. Grab his handcuff early.
Yeah, that's what you have to
overdraft him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta
I
get
don't
him
miss
in the
that.
5th round or something.
I did that stuff for so many. I don't miss that. Sorry. The best thing I could have done. Neil, I think I told you I was in a league. I don't want to tell you how much it cost. It was and the COVID year, the commissioner of our league calls me and I go, why the hell would I pay to get in your league this year? The greatest decision I ever made was to stop doing it. Like when you stop, you won't want to do it again. I promise.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, you won't
100%.
want to do it again.
Kind of breaking news here. Matt Vierling not in the line. Well, this was yesterday, but Matt Vierling was not in the lineup for the Mud Hens. So, is he going to be back on the road trip?
I heard St. Louis.
I figured that when they brought up Akil Badu, it was just a space filler for that home game, and then Vierling would be back on the road trip. You heard St. Louis?
I heard St.
That
Louis.
would make sense. Bring Badu with you to Toronto, send him back to Toledo, and bring Vierling with you to St. Louis would make sense.
I think you're right. My initial gut reaction when Akil Badu came back is I can't believe we're doing this again.
And what are you doing in my car?
But once I took emotion out of it, you understand why it's happening.
Yeah.
He's going to be gone for good.
Space filler.
Yeah, he's going to be gone for good.
I keep hearing that.
No, he's going to be gone.
And then every time I look up, he's in the batter's box.
Just
All right, next. All right, let's get Sean out of this headspace.
Next
up.
question of the NFL schedule, nickel package. In week 1, the primetime schedule is the Philadelphia Eagles host the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday. The Kansas City Chiefs meet the Los Angeles Chargers in Brazil on Friday.
Brazil.
The Baltimore Ravens visit the Buffalo Bills on Sunday, and the Bears host the Vikings on Monday. What? That's about as good as the NFL schedule could be for week 1, right? Bears Vikings Monday's whack.
Yeah, but you can't
I still love it.
You can't do it
I'm
all.
not gonna lie.
Lions Packers Monday would be better than Bears Vikings.
Yeah, but that's where Fox stepped in.
No, listen,
Fair.
but can I tell you why? Like honestly, number one, we get an early look at he whose name I dare not mention, and they have to play a little bit later. So we'll take a look at that, and whether we want to admit it or not, as much as we pinch their cheeks, I mean, the Minnesota Vikings were still a 14-win team. I kind of like that. All right, let's see what we got in JJ, and let's see how much he whose name I dare not mention has an impact on the Bears, because they're going to be at our place 6 days from now.
You know what's funny about that lineup? You know that game that nobody's talking about in that is when you look at the fact that Baltimore's going to Buffalo on Sunday night.
That's
No
awesome.
one's talking about
That's
it.
awesome.
That could be like a game of the year game.
Yeah.
Pants around the ankles. Like a Sunday
no
night.
one's talking about
No,
it.
really, pants around the ankles Sunday night.
That's what struck me about your question there, Spenny. That was like, no one has mentioned that game, and that's Sunday Night Football, Week 1. We're back.
Can college football please, as a college football fan, and I'm sorry to go off the radar with this, but Neil, I hope you feel the same way. The week beforehand, Labor Day weekend, can you just say, fuck it, we're doing all Saturday and all Sunday? Can you please? Please? Instead of the one Sunday night game, just go, nah. You know what? We're going to have a kickoff at noon on a campus. We're going to have a kickoff at 4:30, and then we'll have the token 7:30
Yes.
game. Why don't they own that Sunday? I don't get it. Everybody's at home Labor Day Sunday anyway, right?
And I think the NFL just showed you the formula.
Exactly.
Total blitzkrieg.
It is
total destruction.
It is our day. Today is our day.
Yep.
The Sunday, the day
and we're
before
firing
Labor
the
Day.
cannons.
Yep, we're opening. We're just open all day.
LSU, USC.
I need it all day that Sunday. Just own it.
I'm
Gosh,
with you.
I love that.
Hawaii at midnight. Who says no?
It's only 99 days. Not that I'm keeping count until college football week 0, by the way.
Next
I
down.
just wanted to point that out.
Next down, next question of the NFC schedule nickel package. Is there a more difficult start to the season than what the Giants face? They open with road games against the Washington Commanders and Cowboys, home openers for both division rivals before hosting the Chiefs and Chargers. God damn. It's already over for them, isn't it?
I took back what I said about the Giants earlier.
They're-
Never mind. They're cooked.
They're not
They're
back.
0-4.
Shit, we're going to
Yeah.
Oh, you can't
And you
can't
know
throw
what?
dart into that fire.
No, and the shit rolls downhill too, because that's a culture thing at that point in time. The shit's just gonna go downhill.
You think Dabble gets axed?
They have to be.
I feel like Joe Shane should get fired before Dabble.
1,000%.
Well, that'll be it when they're 0-4.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah.
That is an incredible.
Mazwatch is going to be tough early in the season.
Well, he'll just capitulate and go back and start rooting for the Jets.
Yeah,
or
but
something.
I like the Jets. The back.
Yeah.
Justin Fields. That guy's pretty good. I always liked that kid, even when he was in Chicago.
Oh, the green on the Jets helmet?
Yeah,
Great.
come on.
He's just got to go from one side of the sideline. He's going to go one side to the other.
I swear to God, we used to do that with the hockey teams. Maz could never fail.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, my Devils.
Oh, my Devils.
Ah, my Rangers.
Yeah,
He's got the Islanders,
Hey, what about
too.
Nassau Coliseum? There wasn't a more difficult place to play in the 80s, Shawnee B. You can't fail. You got a 1 out of 3 chance.
Z Digital, that's rough for the Giants. Joe, nope, Giants are screwed. Sorry, New York Nick Lucido.
Yeah, you guys
You're
are-
cooked.
I love the Mets, but, the Yankees are my team. I love Mets.
I know.
If we do, I want to do a top 5 humans list. If we haven't done that yet, like top 5 people, I think that's. Can we do that next week?
Let's do it.
Maz is on
Top 5 humans.
Maz is on my top 5 humans list. I fucking love Maz. All right, next question. Is there a more? Oh, we already did that one. The Ravens, Patriots, and Titans are the only ones that got a 3-game road trips. Tough break, huh?
Yep.
Feels so bad.
Tough for you guys.
Sorry. That
Like-
sucks. What do you want me to say? That sucks. Right? It happens. It's an actual
Hey, we got
football.
9 road games, so I don't want to hear it.
There you go. And a brutal schedule. Brutal schedule.
More on the 9 road games in a second, right, Spenny?
Yes, more on the 9
Fifth
road
down.
games in a second. The NFC North all have 9 road games. When are we going to stop this stupidity and just have an 18-game season?
Like, come on. Sean, what are we doing here? You got 2 divisions that play 9 road games. Like, just make it 18 games.
It's coming. You know it.
I know it is.
Yeah, because you gotta give these teams the 9 road game schedule, so then the owners will be, or the players will be like, "Whoa, we're missing out on a home game." So now they feel gifted that they're getting another home game.
And the exhibition season is going the way of the dodo bird. The question is, do you have a game? Do you have 2 games? But that's where it's coming. And I say it all the time. You know what? Take your kids to an exhibition game. If you have young kids, Spenny when you become a dad, Chase when you become a dad, take your kid to an exhibition game. It's a great opportunity to get them acclimated to it. But like, do away with it. Nobody wants it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants it.
Nobody cares.
It's dumb. Like it's dumb that there's 17 games and some teams play 9 road games and other teams play 9 home games.
I can't wait to lie to my nephew and be like, "Yeah, I'm taking you to a Lions game, buddy. We're gonna sit front row, and it's a preseason game."
Yep.
He won't know the difference.
I did it to my kid.
Oh, yeah.
It was the greatest day ever for him. We were literally in the second row. Look how close the players are. It's a stupid first exhibition game. Who cares?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Planet Fitness, everybody. We're live at the Planet Fitness Studios. It's the best gym in the gym game. I'll never be a member at another gym as long as Planet Fitness is around. And there's over 2,600 of them in the world, so they're going to be around for a long time. And a black card is just $24.99 a month. It's very, very simple, everyone. It's the best value out there. They have everything you need, tons of cardio, tons of weights, 30-minute circuit. It's all there, everybody. Again, planetfitness.com or just pull in the parking lot. Join there. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce. Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Tiger fans, join us for the White Claw Tigers Watch Party Tour. Woodward Sports be hitting 4 of the top bars in Detroit to watch a Tigers game live on the network. Join the Woodward Heavyweights as we hit McShane's Pub, Nemo's Bar, Second Best, and Old Miami. Spenny will do very well at Old Miami. Be a part of the fun.
I have done
see
very
the
well at Old
reactions live on Woodward Sports Network to one of the hottest teams and, quite frankly, the best team in baseball. They got Javi Baez in a City Connect jersey.
That
What more do
upstairs
you
at Old
need?
Miami, I've been up there a couple times.
Join Spencer and Easy on Friday, May 23rd for the first watch party at McShane's Irish Pub in Corktown, where Spenny will make that finger motion again. It's the White Claw Watch Party, brought to you by Easttown Distributors and Ben Johnson
Hey,
Law.
I've been knuckle diving in the top floor.
All
of
right,
Miami
all right.
before. I'm just saying. It's happened before. Couple St. Patty's days.
All right. Dante 151, breaking news. New NFL playoff format could be coming for 2025.
Very nice young ladies.
Owners set to vote on a huge postseason change per report. Wow. That's crazy. Rob Coddington, our guy from Varchaz. Neil's Bourbon guy's on his top 5 people list.
Shout out.
Well, 1,000,000%. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
Hold on. Michael Daniel, Baez shouldn't be batting 9th.
No.
Yes, he should.
No.
He should. I like where he's at when I turn the lineup
He's the
over.
best. He earns every penny that he has. He's your best hitter.
He should be locked in the. I mean,
I'll lock him in the 3rd.
lock him in the 3 hole.
Right
yeah.
there.
Put him in the cleanup.
Tie it
spot.
out.
Lead off.
I like him at 9. Kyle Schwarber can bat lead off.
This is your
can
life.
I want him hitting second. That way we have our best on-base guy. Get him, then Javi just brings him home.
It brings him home every single time.
Yeah, every time he comes up, automatic 2 runs if the guy's got on first gets out.
Steve O'Baby, Neil, I bet at the end of the show when you say, well, see you later, you're going to take the Javi jersey off and say, I'll never wear this again. We had some technical issues getting our guy on today, so we're going to effort him for Monday, right, Spenny?
Yep.
That's the play.
Yeah. I'll make sure I'll reset everything.
Yeah, so Joseph Cagey, our guy that sent the jersey, and we're going to try to have him on Monday. So I'll wear it again Monday. Why not?
There we go.
Okay. NFL schedule business nickel package. I'm excited for this one.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
I was really high off of the Mad Packs joint yesterday, reading these in Neil's voice, and I was making myself laugh so much.
Like literally, that's what he sent us a text at like 1 a.m. going, I'm reading this in Neil's voice right now. I'm like, somebody's stoned.
Oh, I was so high. All right, first question of the NFL schedule business nickel package. The Titans, Browns, and Saints all don't play any primetimes games. Does this surprise you? With the Titans having the #1 overall pick from the NFL draft.
I think that the NFL has done kind of I don't want to say a 180, but they've made a turn and taken a different road with the way they schedule. They used to push all this stuff before.
Yeah.
They're done. They are cramming the brands down your throat,
And
they're putting them on every holiday because they know you're going to watch. They're going to get them the biggest numbers. And don't forget this, too, and this popped in my head, and I forgot about this when Spencer wrote this question.
Thank you.
Is they have an opt-out in their media rights deal coming up in 27, I want to say, where they can opt out and become a media rights free agent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is the reason for all of this. The Chiefs on 7 times, the Cowboys on 5 times, the Lions on 5. They are going to juice these numbers and sign a long-term media rights deal that you won't even believe there's that much money in the world.
And let's not forget, they also have their opt-in built in place that, to your point, Spenny, if the #1 pick becomes a darling, don't be surprised if late in the year they aren't one of those flex games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. If they become a darling, they become cute at all, they leave themselves some wiggle room. Now, obviously, they're going to go with the playoff matchup, but sometimes that world, those worlds can intersect.
When worlds
where you have
collide.
the team that's, okay, we're going for the playoff against the great story that is fill in the blank. So The NFL's smart like that. They leave themselves some wiggle room.
Absolutely, I think that part of it, the flexing is huge, and they've also done a really good job at like predicting things, like kind of like it's scripted. No, I'm just kidding. But like the Vikings last year, them putting Lions-Vikings last game, nobody thought the Vikings were going to be a 14-win team competing for the number 1 seed in the NFC. Nobody thought that last game of the season was going to figure out who wins the division, but it did, and the NFL saw it coming. And maybe they're doing the same thing with the Bears. Maybe the Bears are the second-place team in the NFC North this year, and so that last game of the season is going to hold a lot more juice. So they've done a good job at putting those opportunities available, and then if it doesn't work out for the Bears, like Sean said, you flex it to the one that does, because one of those games is going to be
You got it.
season on the line, something like that, and they put that one right in front of your face like the carrot on the treadmill.
One funky Lions fan in the chat. I thought the opt-out was 2029. You are right. I misspoke there. 2029 is the opt-out, but they are lining this all up, man. It's going to be Chiefs, Cowboys, Lions, Eagles. Forever.
It's insanity. It really is.
What'd you have, Chase?
I was saying, do you think the NFL could build their own like media platform and then they just license it out to all these networks instead of just having one of them pay an exorbitant amount for it?
No,
all of them pay a large amount to just be able to broadcast it.
Chase, that's a great shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I got it from a comedy show I went to. Jeffrey Osmus, shout out.
More on that in a minute. That I think kind of fills in. I think it kind of fills into the answer. To
it's funnier because the war's over.
By the way, here's the funny thing.
Right.
You know what we haven't even touched on today? Have people been bitching that game on Christmas is on Netflix?
No, I don't think so.
Not one person. That was the big. Wasn't that the big?
That was
cry
the
a
point of
couple years
contention,
ago?
yeah.
Right. The NFL wins again.
Everybody's already got Netflix.
Apple TV, okay. Oh, well, I guess I got to get Apple TV.
That's
Netflix,
the only one I don't have is Apple TV.
It's amazing. The NFL wins again.
I have Rake's Paramount.
More on that in a second.
Shout out Rake.
No.
Second down.
Sorry, pal.
Second down. Second question of the NFC Schedule Business Nickel Package. NFL games will air on 10 channels and streaming services: CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, NFL Network, ESPN, Netflix, YouTube Prime, and Peacock. Since we all told Neil we aren't getting all of these streaming service and channels, which ones are you not going to pay for?
I'll sit back and let you guys tell me, because that's what you guys
See, you
tell
can
all
read
the
these
time.
in his tone, and it's so
Hey,
good.
I'll be over here chilling. You guys jump in the chat. Tell me which one you opted on.
Honest to God, Neil, I had no idea that was your question. I really didn't. I had no idea that
What
was
a
your question.
alley-oop for sure.
I agree with you. They know that you are hooked. They gave you a free sample on the street corner.
Yes.
And wow, that was nice. The NFL did that to me. And they know that you're going to come back and buy more. Come on, you're not going to miss those games.
Blue
Nobody's
Magic.
going to miss those games. No way, no how. NFL wins.
Woodward Sports chat thread, hoof-hearted.
I normally do.
At least he's honest. I don't have Netflix. I canceled it, but I'll probably have to turn it back on in December.
Yep.
Right?
Well, which one? Hey,
Props
Spenny,
to
you're a
you,
tough
dude.
guy.
I
You're a
have
tough
no-
guy. Which one you not paying for?
I have Rake's Paramount. I have Netflix. I think I have all of them already. I don't have Apple. Apple TV is like the only streaming service I don't have.
Yeah. Well, they're not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure Apple will get in the mix.
They'll get in. I guarantee Apple has a game next year.
Okay.
Yeah, I have your Peacock, not your Paramount, Rake. Shout out. I'll take the Paramount too, though. I got to catch up on Yellowstone. I haven't seen the last 3 seasons. No, the last one I watched was when John Dutton got sworn in as governor. That was the last episode I watched. So I'm a couple seasons behind.
Woodward Sports chat
good,
thread.
you like
I love Yellowstone.
Chuck Brewer, none, because in the UK everything is on one network that is free. Chuck, yes. No one knows that. UFC is on CBS.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything is on in
Fight
the UK.
night. Yeah. Oh really?
The pay-per-view. Yeah, it's on a station that you just get as part of your TV package.
I think I told you guys the
That's pretty
strangest
cool.
thing.
They don't do pay-per-view there.
When I was in the games that I saw in Germany and Switzerland, they're on, but then they cut to a guy sitting at the table like we are. And they're yelling a bunch of things in German, and then they go back to the game. So it's not like the whole game was shown. During the game, they would kind of cut away from the action, and there's you, me, Spenny, and Chase sitting at a table yelling at each other. And then they'd go back to the game. It was really weird how it was configured. But yes, I had a chance to see a vast majority of the games.
These are my favorite ones. Super Juggernaut 87. Create a new account and get a free month. Okay, Super Juggernaut, then what? After your month is over and
Make a
they
new
expand
email.
the packages, then what?
Make a new email.
Okay, you're going to... Okay.
You're in.
You're in. All right.
You are in.
Next one.
All right, next question of the sports business schedule media nickel package. Chiefs Chargers game in Brazil will stream for free on YouTube. YouTube does not have an in-house production crew to produce the game. YouTube will have to pay NBC to produce the game. NBC also produces the Prime Video games. Netflix pays CBS to produce their games. There's not really a question here. I just thought it was a kind of cool tidbit.
And that's going back to what you spoke of, Chase. These TV networks are still making their money because they're the ones producing the games. Because Netflix and Prime don't care about the games.
They're just streams. They want views. That's all they care.
That's all they want is your sub.
Yep.
That's it. Like, it's wild how all this has changed.
Damn, what the fuck?
It's all changed. All of it. They don't care about ratings anymore. And now the money has surpassed the money that Netflix and Prime will pay you more per game than the TV stations will.
It's incredible.
But they still need the TV stations to produce the games. And the TV stations don't care because now they don't have to pay for it. They can just produce the games. Everybody wins. Everybody always wins. All right, there wasn't a question there.
That's fair.
It's just a statement.
Next
one.
question of the NFL schedule, business, media, sports, nickel package. NFL games drew 650,000 new subscribers to Netflix. Oh my God. For last year's NFL games at $18 per subscriber, they made $12 million that month in additional subscribers. It cost Netflix $150 million for the right to broadcast. The NFL can really just print money, can't they?
Yes. You can say it any way you want. I choose to use the NFL wins. That's been my quote for 2 decades. The NFL wins.
Yeah.
As long as you accept that into your brain and winning is financial, that the rest of your day will be okay. The NFL wins.
I guess my question to that, Spenny, would be, what do you think the stay-on rate is for subscribers? 1 in 3? A third?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that's fair
Probably
enough.
more than
Probably
that.
more.
It's probably 2 and 3 because the one that doesn't do it is like, all right, I'm cutting it as soon as the game's over. He cuts it, you get that month, and then you're done. 2 is the guy that's like, all right, I got it as well. I might as well just keep it going. The third one is the guy that forgets he subscribed, and it just drains out of his account for 10 years.
Say it's 1 in 3. Say 1 in 3 stay on for the year.
Yeah.
It's $54 million for Netflix.
I was the guy that you described, Spenny, that literally I had no intention of keeping it, but then I started to investigate, and I was like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah.
And so they've had me for years.
Oh, Netflix is goated.
That's it. All right, last one. Here.
Final question of the sports media NFL nickel package media's business. If you wanted to watch or stream every NFL game last year, it would have cost you over $1,600. But that's still cheaper than going to Lions games now. Well,
a lot of people
see you later.
You're going to pay. Here's the moral of the story. You're going to pay it one way or the other. If you don't pay for the streaming service, you're going to go to the game. If you don't go to the game, you're going to pay for the streaming service.
See how smart they are? They push it further every year. Because there was a time not that long ago, there's no way in hell I'm ever paying to watch a game on television. Are you kidding me? That kind of shit was said not that long ago. What? And I'm not talking about cable, okay? Here we are. And you know what? Yes, NFL, gleefully take my money. Which app do I have to sign into?
What about this?
That's where we're at.
Real quick, this is a great question by BigCon51. Neil, do you think if Saudi Arabia paid $200 billion for the Super Bowl, would the NFL say no? No, I don't think they would say no. Do you think they would say no?
Probably not.
No.
I don't think anybody says no to the NFL. Like, you can't.
Nope.
Do you think the NFL would say no, Saudi Arabia? We don't want your $200 billion to host the Super Bowl.
Fuck no. What? It's Super Bowl in Dubai?
No.
Dubai's United Arab Emirates.
Do you know how they could sell it to all the people out there saying, we've heard what you're saying. We're going to make it a Saturday. We're going to make it a
Oh,
Saturday.
my God.
Because they act like they're doing you a favor. That's the NFL. See, we've heard your cries, Spencer Raxter. You don't like rolling into work all hammered. You don't have to. We're going to put it on a Saturday.
Danny G, can I address this real
I'd be
quickly
cool with
too?
that.
Danny G, Sheila, give us affordable tickets, please. Danny G, the Lions do. I keep hearing this around town. The Lions do. It's who buys those tickets and puts them into secondary. Those are the enemy, not the Lions.
It's almost like the Lions are buying their own tickets and putting them into the secondary market or something. It's almost like that's happening. Weird.
Well,
Weird.
Harvey Wallbanger, good thing radio is free for now.
video killed the radio star, Harvey.
All right, well, hey,
Wall bang that.
DNC ENT with the Pirate. Okay, guys, good luck. Good luck being 3 minutes behind with the constant buffering.
Exactly.
Good luck. All right, for Sean Belize, Chase Spencer, thanks for tapping in. Oh, Detroit City FC Birmingham, Sunday at 5 p.m. on CBS 50 in Detroit. So tap in. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Well, see you later.